New Chapter AS Chance for Lasting Peace with the Kurds. The Hindu editorial titled New Chapter discusses a major development in AS long-standing Kurdish conflict, the disarmament of the Kurdistan Workers' Party or PKK. For decades, the PKK has fought against the Turkish state, demanding greater rights and autonomy for the Kurdish people. This insurgency has cost over 50,000 lives. But now, things are changing. The PKK has announced it will withdraw all fighters from to northern Iraq and has declared its full dissolution. This move follows an earlier appeal by Abdullah Öcalan, the PKK's imprisoned leader, who called on the group to give up arms and pursue peace through democratic politics. Initially, there were doubts about whether the militants would listen, but in March, the PKK's executive committee confirmed that none of their forces would take armed action unless attacked. Then in May, they held a symbolic ceremony destroying their weapons, signaling a real intent for peace. Over the years, the PKK's demands have evolved. From seeking an independent Kurdish state, they shifted to demanding greater rights, cultural recognition, and limited autonomy within Decades of fighting, displacement, and suffering have made both sides realize that violence cannot deliver justice or stability. President Erdoğan has welcomed the PKK's decision, calling it an irreversible turning point. He has also formed a 51-member parliamentary commission to guide the peace process. However, the rebels are demanding faster and stronger legal steps that would allow them to take part in normal democratic politics. The editorial points out that the Kurdish majority regions in southeastern have long suffered military crackdowns, economic stagnation, and deep mistrust. Ending this conflict could bring peace and prosperity to millions. But for that to happen, must go beyond words. It needs a clear legal framework to govern amnesty, political participation, and the protection of Kurdish language and culture. Without these steps, disarmed fighters may be left stranded in northern Iraq, and Kurdish citizens may once again feel betrayed. The peaceful resolution of the Kurdish issue could set an example for the entire region, including Iraq, Syria, and Iran, where Kurdish populations also face similar struggles. But failure could reignite violence and strengthen hardliners who believe peace is impossible. The Hindu concludes that President Erdoğan must act decisively by easing restrictions in the Kurdish region, releasing Abdullah Öcalan, and enacting inclusive laws. Only then can he truly turn this moment into a new chapter of lasting peace and unity.